I'm Jon.
And I'm Megan. I'm Ivy.
And we're DragonHall Academy.
And we're going to show you how to paint this Suede finished wall.
Great.
Great.
High five.
Yay.
Here's what you'll need to get started. Obviously you'll need some interior wall paint. We chose Ralph Lauren Suede finish paint. Gives a little bit of a warmer texture and balances out the brick wall that we have. You'll want a little tool for opening the paint can, a paint spout, a sanding block, stir stick, a Ralph Lauren roller. Now you can probably use any textured roller. The Ralph Lauren roller just happens to give it a little bit of a raised finish and helps with the suede finish look. Some painter's tape, a 3.5-inch brush, and a paint tray. First, you'll want to tape off any areas that you don't want to get paint on. That includes your corners, edges, ceiling, the floor, etc. Now we've already gone and taken off the floorboards, or the baseboards here, but you'll want to do that. Next, you'll want to prep the surface by sanding it. Here we're using an 80 grit sandpaper. Not really sure what sandpaper is the best here, but 80 grit seemed to work for us. Then you'll want to clean off any dust. So vacuum that off, wipe off the dust, and then your surface is ready for paint. Now onto the painting. Obviously you want to give your paint can a good shake or a stir after you open it to make sure that the paint is mixed properly. I like to use these plastic spout things. They clip onto the top of the paint can and they let you pour it without getting paint all over the side of the can. Next, you're going to want to load up your roller. Now they recommend 10 to 20 rolls through the paint to really load up the roller. Now as you roll, you can start on the edges, especially with a small roller. They do recommend that you roll in this V pattern that you see here, and that just helps to produce the texture that you're going to see at the end, that suede finish texture. So after doing the corners, doing the edges, now we're not worrying too much about this wall because we're going to be covering it up with that brick panel that you might have seen in an earlier clip. And as you finish up your first coat, this is kind of what it's going to look like. They even warn you on the can that it's going to look a little bit mottled or uneven, and so it does. Here we are applying the second coat, and this is what it looks like after the second coat. Finally, you're going to take your 3.5-inch brush, and according to the instructions, you're going to brush approximately 10 centimeter long X's. So you're going to paint in an X fashion, starting from the top corner and moving downwards. And it's this X painting that's really going to give you that suede, the look of brushed suede essentially. So this is what it looks like in the end. And after we've added the brick wall and our little table, which we'll be going over in a separate video. Anyways, hope that helped you out in painting a suede finish wall, and look out for more projects as we transform our dining room into a steampunk laboratory for our kids.